Virginia Democrats could potentially lose control of the state Senate because a member may have lied about residency. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today it is time that we talk about the chaos that is unfolding in the Commonwealth of Virginia, because everyone, this headline says it all. Virginia Democrats could lose control of the state Senate because a member may have lied about her residency. Yeah, I thought this was fake, but then I realized, wait a minute, the Daily Wire is reporting on it. And I don't think they would be promoting this if they didn't have some evidence. Well, apparently they got a lot of evidence, and my goodness. I thought the elections were crazy enough, but a week after the election, somebody finally realized, oh, wait a minute, this Democrat doesn't even live in her district. She lied about her residency. Where do the Democrats of Virginia find these people from? I mean, all their candidates were just, what? A couple porn stars, people that record themselves pissing in a forest. It's like, what? Where are these people from? But first, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. Now let me be clear. I don't think this is actually going to happen, but what the hell is happening here? Did the Onion call the Daily Wire? I'm just stunned. Is this a simulation? Is this a test to see how dumb people are? I don't know. But apparently this is legitimate, so let's get into it and see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Virginia Democrats last week took control of the state house and retained control of the state Senate by 1 seat. But a winning senator may have lied about residing in the district. A situation that could lead to the chamber falling into Republican hands. So, obviously Republicans did not control or get control of either chamber. They lost the state house. They didn't get anything in the state Senate. Well, there's a possibility that, wait a minute, if this one seat becomes Republican, the 2020 chamber, that would mean Republicans have a majority because the lieutenant governor is the tie-breaking vote. And she's a Republican. Democrats are slated to control the state Senate 21-19, but if Ghazala Hashmi is ineligible to hold office because she lied on her campaign paperwork, then a situation could arise where she's replaced by a Republican, and Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears could cast tie-breaking votes. Now this just hurts more that we lost the state house. If we would have retained control of the state house, we may have had effective control of Virginia. Thank you, Ronna McDaniel, for that one. All you had to do was spend $1 million, and we probably have controlled all the chambers right now, both of them. But no, you had to go buy like $1 million worth of Botox or something. I don't freaking know. It's unbelievable that one of those elections where, wait a minute, you just had to win 2 more House seats, and you would have had control of the legislature. Virginia Senate candidates are required to live in the district they are running for, and Hashmi filed candidacy paperwork saying she lived in an apartment for on Boulder Lake Drive in North Chesterfield in Senate District 15. But 4 neighbors filed a complaint saying she actually lives outside the district on Basham Lane in Middleton, if I'm saying that correctly. And they provided a spreadsheet saying they have driven past the house 62 times during the month of October to document her residency. So this isn't like, oh, she has 2 houses. This isn't like a circumstance where she lives in one house like 80% of the time or 90%. She's at her main house outside the district on a regular occurrence. That's a big no-no. Big fat no-no. The notes include her car being there late at night and early in the morning, and her leaving the house shortly after 8 a.m. It also includes photographic evidence. Putting Hashmi in a particular bind. If she did live in Chesterfield apartment, then she may have committed a felony by concealing her ownership of the Midlothian home on sworn election forms. So she's probably screwed either way. Because, okay, if she did live in the apartment, apparently she never filed paperwork that, oh wait, she actually owns a home worth a lot of money. That, puts Democrats in a big bind here. The Certificate of Candidacy Qualification, which she signed on March 14, 2023, says, and I quote, "I now reside at the address shown below in the district in which I seek office," under which she listed the North Chesterfield apartment. The form also asks, do you or a member of your immediate family, separate or together, hold an interest valued at more than $5,000 in real property? Do not include your principal residence. She checked no and did not list her main home. Real estate records show that she and her husband have owned that worth nearly $600,000 house since 1999. Yeah. She's owned a $600,000 house since 1999. And she did not mention on her candidacy paperwork that she has a house worth that much. So it's one thing to say, okay, she's at her house on a regular basis, but you can't really prove that she's not living in the district. You could say, okay, she's there on a regular basis, but she still lives in her apartment most of the time. The fact that she didn't even file a paperwork saying, oh yeah, I own a home outside the district, that sounds like a pretty big problem. The form says, knowingly making any untrue statement or entry in this document is a felony under Virginia law. The punishment is a maximum fine of $2,500 and or confinement for up to 10 years. Also, you lose your right to vote. So this isn't some small thing like a tiny error, like I forgot to mark this. Apparently it's a big part of the form where it's like, are you sure you don't own any other, residencies? Last chance, or you're going to jail. That's what it sounds like. Hashmi is a current senator representing the old Senate district, which includes Midlothian. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. But after once a decade redistricting this year, her house became part of a new District 12. But she decided to run in the neighboring District 15, representing Chesterfield County and part of Richmond, and apparently rented an apartment to have an address there. How is this real? Again, candidates do this all the time, but you're telling me not a single Democrat, the statewide party, made sure that she filed everything correctly? What the hell are Virginia Democrats doing? Her home of 24 years is not currently listed for sale, according to real estate websites. So there goes that argument. That, oh, she was planning to sell the house and then permanently move to the new district. Apparently, there's no proof of that. Her car, observed to be parked there regularly, is easily identifiable because it has a special legislator plates. Hashmi won her election against Republican Hayden Fisher last Tuesday with 62% of the vote. So this is a very Democrat seat. So they should have no problem with the paperwork. But somehow, they screwed the most basic thing up. Fisher told the Daily Wire, I plan to stop them from certifying the election. She disqualified, that means I ran unopposed as a matter of law. There's no question whatsoever that she does not live in that apartment, he said. She definitely clearly intentionally lied on that form, and she does not reside in the district, so she should not represent it. Again, all she had to do was mark, yes, I have a second property. That's all she had to do, and there would be basically no case. Because how do you prove, oh, that person doesn't live in that house long enough? What's the proof? Oh, well, I don't see her there a lot. Well, that doesn't mean much. But if she filed paperwork not mentioning, oh, wait, she owns a secondary home, not good. She made no effort to actually move into the district. She just rented an apartment. Why don't you just sell your house and move into the district? She just doesn't even care. The arrogance is mind-boggling, he said. It is. And I hate when politicians do that. Again, it's one thing, to, rent an apartment and whatnot and say, okay, I'm moving here. But it clearly just looks like she didn't even try that. She didn't even try to live in the district. I hate when candidates do that. Hate it. Especially when it's a state legislative elections. There's no excuse to change districts like this. Okay, fine, maybe if it's like a statewide thing, maybe, but for the state legislator, you're going to do this? Even if you took only at the document itself. Oh, hold on. Even if you look only at the document itself. She's claiming she lives in this apartment, and she didn't list that she owns a secondary residence, when it's a matter of public record that she owns it, he added. Number 1, it's a crime. Number 2, the Board of Elections should remove her. And that's the big thing. She did not file the house. That's all. Again, that's the Democrat Party of Virginia for you. They screw up the most basic thing. Like, oh, file this piece of paper. How is this so complicated to these people? Fisher, who is a lawyer, said Hashmi's votes must be declared null and void, and therefore the election goes to a second place candidate, him. Holding a new election would not be appropriate because it would not punish the conduct, he said, and because of Democrats' new law requiring 40 days of early voting, it would be enormously expensive to taxpayers and candidates, and leave the residents of the district without a senator for months. So, I mean, we saw this in Connecticut, mind you. We did see something where it was a Democrat versus Democrat, and they had to redo it. But based on how they do it in Virginia, I don't know if they can do it. 45 days of early voting? That's pushing it. But overall, folks, this is a potentially big deal. That we could, in fact, see the Democrats lose the state Senate. There's a possibility. It's not likely, but if they lose the state Senate because of their own arrogance, I'm going to laugh my ass off. This isn't like, an objective thing. Like, oh, she doesn't live in the district long enough. Well, that's objective. But when you lie about your residency at the scale that she did, like, oh, I don't own any other property above $5,000. That's a felony. But who knows? Maybe something could happen. Republicans somehow get the state Senate, which just would be mind-boggling, but go ahead. You know what? Hey, gotta try something, I guess. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.